included the Motor Activity Training Program. We will co-develop inclusive research opportunities, and will create new ways for people with IDD to engage in and benefit from the research findings. So through this partnership, we envision a future where research is more inclusive, where people with IDD help shape the questions and find the solutions, and where our collective efforts lead to healthier, more inclusive communities within sport and extending beyond. We know today's partnership with the IFAPA is just the beginning of what we will achieve together for inclusive physical activity programming and evaluation. We believe this collaboration, though, can serve as a model for how academic partnerships can drive innovation and inclusion in physical activity research. We invite researchers, practitioners, athletes, and advocates to join us in this effort. Through partnership, we can close the research gap and create more opportunities for people with intellectual disabilities to lead active and healthy lives. So on behalf of Special Olympics International, I'm proud to officially mark this partnership with the IFAPA, and we look forward to the transformative strides and inclusive research that lie ahead.
Thank you so much, Andy. Our next speaker you all know very well, but I'd like to welcome up Dr. Cindy Sitt, President of IFAPA.
Distinguished SOI and IFAPA colleagues, honored guests and friends, and a special welcome to Olympic and Margaret Turley. It's a deep honor to stand before you today to mark the signing of a renewed and strengthened partnership between the International Federation of Adaptive Physical Activity, IFAPA, and the Special Olympics International, SOI. This Memorandum of Understanding builds upon the foundation laid in 2022 and sets a clear and bold course for future collaboration in research, practice, and professional development across inclusive physical activity, sport, and fitness for people with intellectual disabilities. This is more than a signing. It is a shared declaration of purpose. Today's MOU reaffirms the alignments between our nations to translate knowledge into action, to foster inclusion with intent, and to ensure that scientific insight is not held in isolation, but rather fuels real-world change in communities across the globe. It opens avenues for IFAPA researchers to partner with SOI in evaluating program impact, analyzing health and fitness data, and co-designing future initiatives that are grounded in evidence and lived experience. From the CPD opportunities here at ISAPA 2025, which reflect the spirit of this collaboration, to regional IFAPA workshops, seminars, shared advisory roles, this partnership invites the powerful cross-pollination of expertise, commitment, and global reach. It brings IFAPA's academic and applied networks into closer conversation with SOI's unparalleled community-based infrastructure, spanning more than 200 nations and territories. And how fitting it is that this renewed partnership is being formally established here in Ireland, a nation that has long demonstrated its leadership in inclusive sport. It's especially honored that we do so at a moment of transition and celebration for one of Ireland's most remarkable international leaders, Mary Davis, the global CEO of Special Olympics, who has announced her retirement later this year. Mary's legacy is etched into the heart of this movement. From her roots in Special Olympics Ireland to her global leadership, she has championed the dignity, ability, and potential of every person with an intellectual disability. To mark this partnership now, here in her homeland is a tribute not only to her vision, but to the enduring values she had embedded in the global Special Olympics family. This signing is not just symbolic, it is strategic. In a time where collaboration is more essential than ever, and where resources must be mobilized wisely, this annual signals a shared commitment to meaningful, measurable impact. It reflects a recognition that we are stronger together, and that advancing inclusion in sport requires not just goodwill, but joined-up action, data, learning, and leadership. To those who will benefit from this work, in lecture theatres, on playing fields, in research labs, and in community programs, this partnership is for you. Let today be remembered not only at the ceremonial moment, but as the next step in the legacy of progress, a legacy led by people, powered by partnership, and driven by purpose we all share, to make sport a place where everyone belongs and everyone thrives. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Cindy. Our last speaker is Margaret Turley.
Driver, global messenger, and a health messenger, and inclusive research. It's a real honor to be here today, speaking with you at this conference, especially for this fantastic movement of the signing of the MOU between IFAPA and Special Olympics. Thank you for giving me the chance to share my story. Sport has changed my life. I made amazing friends, built confidence, and learned how to speak up for myself and others all through Special Olympics. One of the proudest moments of my sporting career was at the World Summer Games in Berlin in 2023. I was part of the basketball team representing Team Ireland, and we won a gold medal. That moment will stay with me forever. Sport isn't just about medals. It's about feeling like you belong. It's about having fun, building skills, and being supported to do your best. That's why inclusive sport is so important for people with intellectual and development disabilities in Ireland and all around the world. We want to be active. We want the chance to be included. I am also a Special Olympics health messenger. That means I share messages about health and well-being with other athletes and help them learn how to take care of themselves. Health and sport go hand in hand, and everyone deserves access to both. Special Olympics helps to change lives through health education, programming, and research. Research also means a lot to me. In 2022, I worked as an inclusive researcher fellow with Special Olympics at the Samuel Center for Social Connectedness. That meant I had to plan and carry out a research project, not just be a participant in it. I worked with another fellow to come up with questions, talk to families, and share what we learned in ways people with intellectual and development disabilities could understand. That's what inclusive research is all about. not just studying people with intellectual and development disabilities, but doing the research with us together. Research for Special Olympics is vital because it helps people understand what athletes need to be healthy and included. It shows what works and helps make Special Olympics programs better. Most of all, research creates more opportunities for athletes to be seen, heard, and included. Being part of that project made me feel proud. It showed me that people with intellectual and development disabilities can be researchers too. We have ideas, experiences, and insights that matter. That's why today, partnership between IFAPA and Special Olympics means so much. This partnership is more than a piece of paper. It's a sign that our voices are being heard, that we belong, not just on the playing field, but on the research teams, in the policy meetings, and in the university classrooms too. When organizations like IFAPA and Special Olympics work together, real change can happen. More inclusive programs, more research that reflects our lives, more chances for people with intellectual and development disabilities to lead and to shine. So today, I want to leave you with a challenge. As researchers and practitioners, I hope you go home from IFAPA thinking about how to involve people with intellectual and development disabilities in your work, and not just as participants, but as partners. Bring us in early, ask us for our ideas, give us roles on the research teams. Because like we always say in Special Olympics, nothing about us without us. Thank you for listening.